Hey guys, today I am bringing you an update on what the housing market did in April of 2023 so you can see where the spring market is going to be heading. So stay tuned. Hey guys, okay, so let's jump straight into the April 2023 look at how we finished in the housing market for Utah. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see it straight from utahrealestate.com, which is kind of the main MLS system. But I'm also going to talk about a couple other things for this market update. So let's jump right into it. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you is our sales per month report for April of 2023. And you can see the history here as well. But for April 2023, now these are averages, and this is for the entire state of Utah as it's been reported. This is not county specific. So we had just over 2,800 units sold in the month of April. And our average sold price was just over $590,000. So we have increased from March to April by $5,000. And that's something that I do want to talk about because we are seeing an increase in the average sales price, which if you listen to my quick market update earlier in April, you heard me touch on this, but then also our average days on market is decreasing from March to April as well. You can see here, we went down to 55 days on market versus 61 days on market. And kind of our peak days on market for the last few years was kind of January, February of 2023, where we were sitting at 65, 66 days. And the same thing is true when I look at the median for the entire state. And then our median for April, you can see here, the median sold price for the entire state was $475,000. And our median days on market was down from March to April at 29 days median for April of 2023. And this goes in line with what I was talking about in my really quick 5-minute market update about a week, 10 days ago, something like that, where we are seeing less seller concessions than what we were seeing at the beginning of this year, and even starting to see towards the end of 2022, less seller contributing closing costs, things like that. And one thing that I talked about months and months ago when the interest rates started going up was that the best deals on homes were new construction. And I'm going to tell you why that may not be the case. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. But let's keep talking about the market in April. Okay, so let's take a look really quick at this graph because yes, this market update is how we finished April, but this is going to lead me into what I want to talk about with this spring market and what we're looking at, what you can expect. And this is a historical graph for the first quarter going back to 2006 and what we have experienced. So this green line here is the total number of homes listed in the first quarter. And you can see in the last 17-year history, dating back to the first quarter of 2006, we have not had this few of homes listed in that 17 years as we saw in the first quarter. Okay, and then this blue line here is our average sold price. So you can see for the first quarter of 2023, our average sold price for the entire state was $582,000, which was down from the first quarter of 2022 at $610,000. However, I've already talked about we are seeing increases in the average sold price in April. So I expect the second quarter of 2023 for this number to go up. And there's a couple of reasons for that I want to share with you. Okay, a couple things why I think the spring market and the second quarter of 2023, we're going to start seeing numbers going up like we already did in April. First off, we looked at the homes listed and we know that inventory is down. That's not a surprise to anybody. And there could be a couple of reasons for that, like I've talked about before, with higher interest rates. The home prices are higher. People are staying in their homes longer, and they're not necessarily willing to make those upgrades or even downgrades if they're empty nesters right now because of those high prices, interest rates, things like that. However, interestingly enough, builders have slowed down when the interest rates started creeping up in 2022, or skyrocketing, if you will. When those interest rates started going up, builders started pulling back. And I said back then in 2022 that that might be the best deals on homes right now. Well, I pulled a report, and for today, May 5th, when I pulled the report, there were 8 price increases with utahrealestate.com. 6 of those were new construction places. And I have been seeing builders raising prices on their inventory or to be built homes. Now, when I looked at yesterday to get a full day picture of the 20 price increases that were on the MLS yesterday, 17 of those were new construction. So you are not going to be finding those amazing builder deals that we were seeing when interest rates were going up. Now, there are still some great builder incentives if you use their preferred lender that I'm still seeing even this week. So don't get too discouraged if you're looking for new construction, but I do think that is an interesting point to point out to people. When I pulled the price increase report, it also shows me the price decrease report, which there were a ton more price drops in the MLS the last 2 days than there were increases. And I want to talk about that for just a second, because as a seller, our inventory is really low. As you saw, 17 years, our inventory hasn't been this low. And with knowing that builders are pulling back, days on market are decreasing, and you may not be selling your house if you are not pricing it right straight out of the gate. I mean, I'm still seeing multiple offers on homes that are priced right or going under contract within a few days if homes are priced right. The condition of your home, like they say, you only get one chance to make your first impression, and that is critical for home buyers. When they're looking at homes, the prices that they're looking at, they want a move-in ready home unless you're giving them a heck of a steal on the home. And chances are an investor is buying it and flipping it if it's that great of a deal. So you need to make sure that you have your best foot forward when it comes time to selling. You need to make sure you're pricing it right. You need to make sure you have the exposure. And with those few things that you can do as a seller, there's not a lot of reasons why your home would not sell in this market, knowing the inventory is low. Our interest rates have stabilized. They've actually come down a little bit to just under 6%. People are settling in. I've been saying that for a couple months. People are settling into the new norm for the interest rates. And lenders are indicating that they anticipate that these interest rates are going to stay right about under the 6% mark, stabilize, or even come down in the coming months. So all in all, things are favorable if you're a seller or a buyer. Why is that favorable if you're a buyer? Well, lower interest rate means lower monthly payments, or you can afford more of a house. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's market update. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell. That way you're alerted each week when I drop a new video. If you have any real estate related questions, I'd love to connect with you. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, do what you got to do. Just get in touch with me. But as always, make it a great day.